These niggas tryna stop my grind.
Yeah, with the champ, Mr. Joe Jackson. Mr. Joseph Jackson. I keep wanting to say Joe Jackson, man. I keep wanting to say Joe Jackson so damn bad. My fault.
Everybody do that, man. It's on a couple posters in the past.
Are you serious?
I've seen it like that.
That's why the fight was so short. You like, goddamn well, man. I understand now. I understand. But look, we're going to talk to the man behind the whole Camp Jackson, Team Jackson movement. Mr. Journey, what's going on with you, boy?
What's going on, man?
Ain't too much, looking like dope money over that motherfucker. What's going on with you?
Real dope money.
They come from humble beginnings, man.
That's what's up. That's what's going on,
right
man.
way this time.
Too cool.
That's what's going on, man.
Too cool for school.
So, Team Jackson, Camp Jackson,
Team Jackson Boxing.
What does that mean? If I see that anywhere in the city, on a poster, on a wall, on a billboard, what should I think? Immediately I should think, well, I associate that with what?
That it's a brand. It's a brand that you need to do some research on, and it's climbing, it's growing, it's going to be nationwide, and then eventually worldwide. And we making big moves this year, coming into next year, about to take it to another level. You know, everything started from an idea. It was an idea, man, who sat down one day and said, look, we got to do something different, you know. He went to school, he finished high school. I ain't had a luxury of graduating high school. I had other stuff I was taking care of. You know, after high school, he decided, man, you know, either we gonna work, you know what I'm saying, or we gonna find something to do.
Mm-hmm.
He went and applied for a job at UPS. I ran behind him. You know, I ain't never had a job either. I ain't never thought about having one. So I ran behind him to try to get a job too. He ended up getting a job. I ended up not getting a job. So it was back to the basics for me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yo Gotti. You know, that's who I was motivated by at that time. But it was back to the basics for me, man. And from that point forward, man, you just grinding it out. And then one day I decided, man, look, bro, you know, I'm gonna go do something different. Man, I've been slaying clippers for so long. I'm gonna take it seriously. And I'm gonna go to school, you know what I'm saying? So I invested in myself, and at that time he was like, yo, look, man, I'm gonna start going to the gym, bro. I'm gonna take this boxing stuff serious. But it was like, bro, we both gonna take this jump serious. We gonna go hard at it, and whichever one start picking up faster, we gonna both push that, you know. So it's been kind of even out for the past 6 years. It was good for me in the shop. It's been good for him in the gym. But now the career, as far as his boxing career, I felt like, you know, we done hit a lot of roadblocks dealing with other people coming into the circle and throwing contracts and stuff in the way. So I sat back and chilled for about 6 years, learned the game off of him, you know. Then I said, bro, I'm gonna do everything. You sit back, you box, you worry about all that. I'm gonna take care of everything else. I'm gonna get the checks coming in. I'm gonna get the sponsorships, all of that stuff. You just worry about boxing. I told him that day we went into that gym. I said, bro, you gotta win. If you don't win, this ain't gonna work. And he was like, I'm gonna win. And we 13 fights in, and he keep winning. He keep winning this month. The plan gonna keep coming together. Yep. We just launched our official business, Team Jackson Boxing LLC, about 2 weeks ago.
Congrats.
Just introduced it to the world. We already got 17,500 plus hits on our page. You know, people active on it. You know, that's why we stand active doing these interviews. We actually about to launch a line, Team Jackson Boxing Clothing, with those t-shirts and hats. For right now, you know, wintertime we'll be coming out with sweatsuits. That's why we're trying to introduce these workout videos. We're about to have crazy merch, you know, fights coming up this year. You know, we want to make sure we get all the levels of exposure out the way. So when you see it, you know what it is. You either get with it or get ran over. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't coming to play no games. Like he said, we done hit 30 now, you know what I'm saying? I feel, he don't feel like that sometimes, but I feel like we playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of catching up to do, and then we got to get right. And right now, this is grind mode, you know. It's hard sometimes, but like he said, discipline. You know, I check him when he wrong, he check me when I'm wrong, we teach each other. My man Rush, he handled the content. When I brought him in on Team Jackson, I knew what he had to offer, because he been on major platforms. You know, that's why he can talk like he talk, and he be like a cameraman. He been around just as long.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all in-house. So we start cutting these checks, they coming back full circle. You know what I'm saying? And we just trying to make it happen, bro, make it make sense for people who coming up after us, because we started rough. You know, we didn't really have nothing to start with. So everything we gaining from this point forward is gonna be out for us. And we wanna leave ours, which is little ones. He got 4, you know, I got 2, he got 2. You You know what I'm saying? So we out here. You know,
Oh, three.
You got 3. Claim that one. Claim that.
In case they listen, you know what I mean?
Claim
Right.
that one.
3. That's my fault, man. Look, because he's, boy, I forgot, boy.
Yeah.
He started before all of us. So it's like, man, you know. But
Y'all playing catch up.
yeah, we playing catch up, bro.
We done this.
Wait, he started first, but he took the lead.
Yeah, man,
He
look,
said he's
look.
done.
That's what he say. You know, but right now, we just trying to focus on getting the business up and going so we can actually handle everything ourselves. That was the main thing, just not letting no bad apples come in and spoil the whole thing. You want to move as a team. You know, ain't no I in Team Jackson. Eyesight with no vision, you might as well be blind. You know, we staying focused. You know, we gonna keep it pushing.
Gym dropping.
So where you see the business side of this in 5 years from
In
now?
5 years, man, listen. In 5 years, I see us just on a major platform and actually being a pillar in the community, giving back and making stuff change from the inside out instead of coming out trying to make it happen from the outside in. That's what I see us doing. So we're trying to do a lot of community outreach. That's why we traveling, doing these interviews wherever we got to go. We trying to stay humble and grounded. You know, as long as we stay grounded, we won't never forget where we came from. We both started right here in Greensboro, 30 years here. Ain't never been nowhere else and done nothing different. This is it. So we can get it here, we can get it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we big, you know, right now he the face of North Carolina because he got the belt in his weight class, but we trying to make the business the face of North Carolina so we can start doing our own thing, start bringing our own events together, start doing other stuff. We want to start venturing off and doing exhibition events for people that like to spar. Sponsor, you know, Team Jackson.
Y'all gonna do spawn for the rappers.
We, you know,
Please.
Please.
Please do.
hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm
right
dead
here. So when
serious.
you get a check, bro. You got mine.
Hey, black boy. Nah, this is positive. You heard what we gonna promote this, and then we gonna get some real positive
I
people
want to
money.
let him finish first before we do all that extra. I want to give him the chance to finish saying what he was saying. You know? Sorry.
Yeah, you know, we just trying to elevate the boxing platform in North Carolina, just all the way around the board. And I feel like right now it's up for grabs. We've been working with one promoter, Walter Johnson. Big shout out to Walter Johnson because without Walter Johnson, we probably wouldn't even have had our first fight. You know, so nobody taking us serious. He from North Carolina. His Yvonne Johnson, when she was on the city council.
The mayor. She was the mayor.
Right.
She the mayor pro
That's
tem.
her son.
Word,
Walter
okay.
Johnson, yeah.
Shout out to the Johnsons.
He been doing
I'm a
this.
Johnson.
He been doing this boxing platform for about 20 plus years now. So I'm kind of sitting back shadowing him, seeing how he put everything together, man. We trying to just change the face of boxing, man. The goal is to bring the major fight to Greensboro, the major part of the Coliseum, and sell out the whole 26,000 seats, however many it hold. You know, I see Team Jackson Boxing on all billboards. I see him up there with the WBC championship, you know what I'm saying, world champion in Greensboro.
Yeah.
You know, and when you start talking about changing the economy, getting keys to
gonna
the
change.
city, you know what I'm saying, we looking in that platform, man. That's why we had to get everything situated on our foundation first, because it's going to be so big. If he go out here and win all these fights to come in, and we get to take this trip to Vegas and fight on that platform, and he win, it's over. You know, it's over.
It's good to have it seems like y'all got a tight team. It ain't a whole lot of people with the ends in the job, but y'all tight enough and you got your mental right.
Yeah.
Been together for 20 plus years,
You know,
25 plus.
Me and him started rocking, first grade? We met, he pulled up on his bicycle.
Whoa.
We about 2 days of playing, we got into it. We fought. I don't know if I took the L first. He took the
can
L.
go back and forth.
We took the L. We both took an L, and then we started giving other people L's.
There you go.
We've been giving out L's since.
So I know
Alright.
in the beginning, like you was saying what you were saying, it was like you basically came together to kind of get rid of the foes out of the situation. Bad contract. So you ran into some situations
I
prior.
ran into a few guys. Really was just trying to take advantage of my talents. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the people around me was in my ear, and I'm like, man, you know, I went through one contract, but the dude, luckily, thank God, he let me go. because I wasn't doing what he wanted me to do.
It's a lot of people that try to speak on situations that really don't know what's going on. Like, I admire you. Like, even with me, I love music, always have, but I always knew I needed to stay in the background. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have anybody near them to tell them that's not where you need to be. And a lot of people don't have the mind to think this is not where I need to be. You know what I mean? But I'm working with a few artists right now that's really got the determination to do something. And because of the fact that I see they have the determination, it's like, we don't need no contract. I don't need you to pay me no money. I'm going to drop these jewels and I'm going to tell you what you need to do and I'm going to show you how to get your paperwork right to make sure that you get where you need to be. Because I feel like once we get you where you need to be, regardless if you keep me with you or not, you're going to have to say I did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you keep me with you, then that just means we're going to keep grinding. If you don't keep me with you, that means we was never supposed to be together anyway.
These niggas tryna stop my grind.